Word on the street is that an American classic is making a roaring comeback, but is it too good to be true? We've examined the evidence and have the answer. General Motors' Pontiac brand stopped producing cars back in early 2010, but several Pontiac models are still considered classics by car enthusiasts. On the top of many fans' lists is the GTO, the muscle car that was in production for 11 years in the 1960s and 70s before making a brief comeback in the mid-2000s.
The next generation of GTOs that came out about 10 years ago, they were great cars, and handled, drove well. They just didn't look as exciting.
Some models of the Pontiac GTO are better loved than others, but in general, the car's lineage is fondly remembered. In particular, the 1970 model holds a legendary place in muscle car history. Fans are so hungry for the GTO to make a comeback, in fact, that word has spread online that a new model of the car is making its way back to the road in 2025, despite Pontiac otherwise no longer existing. One YouTube user even purports to have images of the supposedly revived model on hand, claiming to genuinely be showcasing what this new model will look like after nearly 20 years away. While the people clamoring for the GTO to make a return deeply want to believe these are the real deal, the truth of the matter is the 2025 Pontiac GTO is quite simply a rumor. Yes, the Pontiac brand is beloved by some truly devoted gearheads, but generally, that arm of GM is still considered a financial flop. It's pretty unlikely that it'll ever be revived. Those images, meanwhile, are fabrications created with artificial intelligence. If you thought they were real, you've been fooled. How do we know they're AI generated? Well, let's comb through them, and maybe that'll help you spot fake images of vehicles in the future.
What about this? Is this fake? Huh? Is this fake?
One thing to do before even taking a close look at the images is to see if info about the car has been posted elsewhere, particularly on the car maker's own website. More often than not, companies are more than happy to tout their newest offerings through their official PR machine. Sure, there's the occasional secret prototype, but if it's a car that's supposedly already in production for the new model year, they're probably going to be talking about it. As for the images themselves, there's really one great tell: the text. Take a close look at this AI-generated image of the 2025 GTO, and you'll see Pontiac misspelled right there on the front. The text is also garbled on the tires, and in other images it's even worse. That's because AI has an inability to understand and consistently generate text. Other signs include overly smooth textures, reflections from showroom lights being inconsistent, and visual inconsistencies between different purported photos of the same concept car. The unfortunate truth is that there will be more of this kind of thing. There have already been AI-generated images of other 2025 model cars that simply do not exist, namely the Chevrolet El Camino and Subaru Baja. Sure, it would be great for Pontiac and the GTO to come back in 2025, but contrary to online reports fueled by AI-generated images, that's simply not happening. So next time you see a YouTube video or post in some other place claiming to have an exclusive look at a new car you haven't heard about anywhere else, investigate before you get too excited.